abantu. Kaza mayuti bonse batinda be abakulu n'abaana. Bonse bashitata n'abaana bayo banerira we Mwamba. Kaza maile fire iwe wile webo weshi Mwamba. Leader experience olakane wabomba Mwamba Emmanuel. Bonse bakasama bale fire Mwamba Emmanuel. Mwamba Emmanuel, bonse bakasama bale fire Mwamba Emmanuel. Bakasama bakulira tule fire Mwamba wesu Emmanuel. Chipale ni PF tule fire Mwamba wesu Emmanuel. Wakuito uwele Emmanuel Mwamba ambassador Emmanuel. Tule fire Emmanuel Mwamba ambassador Emmanuel. Bakasama bakulira
Good day. Today, we discuss a case of wasteful expenditure. In his recent trip to Namibia, to the SADC meeting, we saw that government had hired an executive jet for the president from executive jet of South Africa, from Lanseria, to take the president from Lusaka to Namibia and back. And recently, the president has just returned from a trip to the African Union. And again, on this case, another executive jet was hired to transport the president and his entourage from Lusaka to Addis Ababa and back. Why would the president hire an executive jet when he has two presidential jets sitting in the hangar? We have the old Challenger that's painted in copper, and we have the new G650 Gulfstream, the one the president has refused that he will not jump on it and that he will put it up for sale. Look at that wasteful expenditure. Does a country have that kind of money? And we have just noted that actually government also bought a brand new helicopter. It's not really brand new, it's about 20 years old, but they bought another presidential helicopter similar to the already Agusta 139 helicopter, the one painted in copper again, that was bought by President Mwamba in 2006 from Italy. Why would, in the midst of the highest cost of living for our people in recent history, the highest cost of goods and essential foodstuffs, why would a president embark on such wasteful expenditure? We need to worry further that we are in the midst of an extended credit facility with the IMF. They are expected to give us $1.3 billion. And some of the demands is that government should not be wasteful, government should reduce its public expenditure, both investment in projects and in investment in subsidies. So amidst all this, why would the president take such decisions? Why would his government accept to buy a new helicopter when he already has two? He has two. There's a red one, if you remember, the single engine, again, Agusta plane, and the one that was bought by President Mwamba in 2006, the copper one. Why would you buy another jet? We find these decisions unacceptable. I think our parliament should raise these issues very seriously, and our citizens must be very alert. Remember, this is a president who accused his predecessor of taking too many trips. Well, he's on the record to beat his predecessor. He has taken 32 international trips in a short period. He accused his predecessor of wasteful expenditure when the president bought the G650 Gulfstream. And he announced in Livingstone when he was officiating at a conference by the judiciary that he had actually sold the G650 Gulfstream. We immediately raised the alarm that, Mr. President, you cannot sell that plane without 2/3 approval of Parliament, because that's what Article 210 of the Republican Constitution states. To sell any state asset, you need 2/3 parliamentary approval. I think this is with hindsight to the challenges we had in the 90s, where out of 325 state-owned enterprises that Zambia had, industries, manufacturing companies, they were all sold by one single program called the privatization program. I think that is why Zambians have protected themselves in the constitution, that they will not allow the state or a government or a president to sell state assets without their voice through Parliament, 2/3 majority. So if the president has sold the Gulfstream, that will be an impeachable offense because he hasn't brought that matter to Parliament. Could it be the reason the president is hiring planes because maybe he has sold the G650, and we know that the G650 was in Dubai and went through mechanical and annual service that cost the country over $10 million. Has he sold the plane? We want to know. Where is the Challenger, the old Challenger, the old Bombardier 604? Where is it? Why can't the president take that plane? If it's gone for service, you have the G650 Gulfstream. The UPND have been saying, no, it's a sin of crime. No, the president said he can't jump on it. Well, these are state resources. You cannot spend huge sums of money. I think in excess of $300,000 per trip to hire a jet when you already have one sitting in the hangar. I think those are the questions we need to ask the president. Why have you bought a new helicopter? Why? For what purpose was it? What procurement process did you use? Did you use the OP? Who did you use? How did you buy this helicopter without a transparent process? Again, why are you hiring these executive jets in the midst of challenges our people are facing, in the midst of a crisis? We are not even servicing our debt. So the free money that might appear to be present is not really present because the debt service has just been suspended. It hasn't been cancelled. It hasn't been forgiven. This is money in the event that the debt restructuring program doesn't go well, we'll be obliged to pay our creditors. So we think that the expenditure was wasteful, totally unnecessary, and Zambians, parliamentarians, stakeholders must take the president to task. Why is he hiring planes? Why is he engaged in this wasteful expenditure? Why buy a brand new helicopter when you already have well-serviced helicopters for your office? That was the brief for today. God bless you. God bless our country. God bless Zambia. See you later.
Kafa babalanda, we umfokulira kwa bantu.